In this video, I'm going to show you how to make large bulk quantities of salt sizzlers, also known as simmering granules. They're basically Himalayan salt rock crystals that have fragrance added to them. So what I'm just going to quickly show you how to do is how to make a large batch. So if you're got a lot of orders coming in and you want to know how to make these into larger quantity instead of just small bags, this video is for you. So I'm going to take you down to the workbench now and show you how to make a bulk quantity of this. The equipment that you're going to need for this is pretty standard. You're going to need a bowl, a spoon, a scale that you can put your bowl on top of so that when you're weighing out your salts, you know how much you're doing. You're going to need some Himalayan rock salts, and then you're going to need whatever fragrance you're using. In this case, I'm going to use peppermint essential oil. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is put our scale down, our bowl on top of it, and then we need to turn our scale on and get it tared to 0. Now, because this is not a skincare recipe, we don't really need to sanitize the bowl, but we do need to make sure that we have a clean workspace. If you want to sanitize, you just get some alcohol, put it in a little spray bottle like this, spray it into your bowl, and then you wipe down your equipment, including, of course, the spoon that you're going to be stirring with as well. And then you just put down the spoon onto a clean piece of paper towel so that you're not contaminating it by putting it down onto your workspace where it's going to get dirty again. Alright, so we're just going to weigh into our bowl some Himalayan salts now. Pretty standard. And how much you want to add is really dependent upon how large of a batch you want to make. So I'm just looking at my scale right now and I'm just sprinkling in until I've got 500 grams. Now this is, you can see in the bowl here that it's not very full. I could very easily turn this into a kilo by just adding another 500 grams, but just for this demo recipe, I'm just going to make this much. But for you, if you want to make a large batch, just add in until you've got, enough in your bowl that you're satisfied with. Keep it so that it's not overspilling, but you can still stir it sufficiently. All right, so, just if you want to make an even larger batch, use a larger bowl. It's pretty much that simple. Just put it on your scale. Now, to add fragrance to a batch this large, there's a couple things you can do. You can just tear your scale to 0 and start pouring in some fragrance oil, or you can weigh it out separately and then pour it in. For this video, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pour it straight into here. So my scale's at 0 right now, so I'm going to know exactly how much I pour into here by looking at the scale. So here we go. We're just going to pour in. This is essential oil, not fragrance oil, not for candle making, but it doesn't make a difference for this because it's not being lit like a candle, right? So right now I've got 11 grams of fragrance in here, and I'm going to stir it up and see how much liquid I've got at the bottom, because I don't want it too runny, but just enough. I actually like this size of bowl because I can, and how much I put in here. If I was to make a larger batch than this, I would probably only go with a kilo at a time, just because it would be too difficult to stir it up. Okay, so that, I'm actually happy with how much that is. Now, when you're making this, get a notebook, have it beside you, write down how much you added. So I would write down 500 grams of pink Himalayan salt and 11 grams of peppermint essential oil. Now, if you were going to do coloring, if you were happy with how this scented, how this came out, it's really your call with this product. It's not very complicated so that you have to get so technical, because it's not as many steps and as candle making has, right? So you can add essential oils without having to worry about lighting anything on fire and things like that, because there's no flame with this product. And if you wanted it like with more fragrance in it and you wanted your salt wetter, you simply just add more. But I like how this turned out, and I'm satisfied with how this looks, so I'm going to leave it as is. If you were going to do any coloring, you would add it, or add any glitters, you would add it now, and then just mix it together. And of course, don't forget to label your salt sizzlers and have a really fun time making a large batch of them for yourself. They're a really fun product, you know, to put them on top of a burner and just to enjoy the fragrance without having to worry about the wax mess, because, you know, wax can get everywhere in it. If there is anything that I missed in this video that I can help you with, please leave it in a comment below and I'll be sure to answer it for you. So have fun making your salt sizzlers, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!